What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy Horror556. Today we are doing a little mini version of the 24 Hours of Daytona that actually recently happened this past weekend. I watched it. Was really fucking good, by the way. So you may want to tune in. So today we're actually going to be using the, funny enough, winning car of the I was gonna say Le Mans, of the Rolex Daytona, the Porsche 963. These cars are honestly one of my favorites when it comes to not only this game, but honestly, like all-time racing. These cars, they're so beautiful and they have such a great sound, especially when you get to the Cadillac Hypercar V8. It's absolutely gorgeous. It sounds like a monster as well. Looking at the specs for the Porsche, it is a 4.6 liter V8 twin turbo, producing about 670 horsepower, as well as it being a rear wheel drive car. Now, this was a crazy race, and I hope you stick around for the end, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. So for qualifying, we were able to qualify 6th out of, I believe, 14 or 15 cars in the Group 1, which is, of course, the GTP class, if you want to be technical. 100% fuel is too much. We need about 21 laps of fuel so that we can get through a 19-lap race, and we're going to stick on the mediums. And with that, we are off and ready to race for the 30-minute, 24-hour race around Daytona. Opening lap will always be crazy. I mean, look at that. Like, cars going off track, cars sliding around in turn 1. We get forced off and forced the car to go right off track. I mean, look at that angle. I love that angle. I'm glad I really got that. We let him through, though, this BMW in the Bilstein livery, but we are going to try and take away that spot from him. Going around this fast bend here, the Cadillacs were easily the fastest on these straight lines, had some really great straight line speed. More incident back with the Group 3 cars, but that doesn't matter as we are heading towards the tri-oval currently, but we accidentally spin the Bilstein BMW. And I say accidentally because obviously I did not mean it, and I tried to slow down as the car was spinning, but it was too late. We didn't get a penalty for it, surprisingly, not even a warning. But anyways, as we are in turn 2 of the tri-oval, heading towards the Le Mans chicane, we need to take this very cleanly but very fast. First attempt at the chicane is a good one. So we are going to try and attack the Cadillac, but like I said, the Cadillacs had such great straight line speed when it came to the rest of the field, so that was going to be very hard. Not to mention Atlas, I'm not gonna call him A7 or whatever. He was a very fast car, and it was really hard to try and keep up. Yeah, it was just really hard to keep up with Atlas over here. So we just stick with third for a minute here. Meanwhile, though, a couple minutes later, we do focus on another battle between this Gulf Porsche of Pantera and the other Porsche of Jarboy. So Jarboy and Pantera battling it out. I thought it was a nice battle, and I thought it would be nice instead to... Yeah, I'm fumbling over words again. It would be nice to show a different battle while I ran up in third, so that no one is getting bored of watching me try and catch a car that I won't technically catch, as Pantera here comes and tries to take the long way around, and he does, and without incident, really. So really props to both of them. That's really amazing. So Pantera has reached fifth place as the current leader, Hendricks, actually either leaves the game or his game crashes. So that promotes us to second place. Pretty tough for Hendricks. I don't know if he left or whatever, but it's fine. As we head around to the 23-minute mark, we actually are under pressure as I do a little understeer and head into the grass. Behind me, though, here is Viper, who is in a Monster Energy Cadillac V8. As I said, Cadillacs have faster straight line speed, and you will be seeing that as we enter down turn 1 into the Daytona tri-oval. Yeah, it's a fast car. Those V8s may sound sexy, and those V8s are fast. The Porsche here, not much straight line speed, but cornering speed and handling is phenomenal. Now, he's not catching up as far right now. I mean, actually, he is. He's kind of just roaring through. I mean, like, insert the American Eagle screaming at this point, because that motherfucker's coming. So, as we enter the night, headlights come on. I mean, it's beautiful. We're entering, what is it? No, not dawn. It's dusk. As we're entering dusk, I get those two mixed up. And quickly into the night, as the Cadillac here is, I mean, he's coming. He's coming. He's going to try and take the outside, but he's not going to be able to get there quick enough. And goes a little wide. And we hit the wall, I think, around there. And he gets a better run, but he concedes the little two corners, and we maintain the second position. But like I said, the straight line speed of the Cadillac is insane. I mean, we're kind of in defensive mode, defensive driving. I mean, we have to at this point because Atlas is gone. Atlas is gone at that point. Back to the battle though, as we pass a lapped Group 1 car. We are trying to run our own race the best we can, but we also need to be careful and stay defensive as we are in the tri-oval part of the track. Because, as I cannot stress enough, Cadillac straight line speed is just crazy. So we're just looking behind our back over and over and over again, just making sure that we are able to defend our position when we can. That was a okay chicane. Not entirely sure about how that was, but it may not have worked. I don't know. But as we try and look behind us here in about 2 seconds, I think. I'm not entirely sure. This is all post-record. This is all post-edited. Here it is. There it is. And yeah, I mean, look at that. It gets past, but we go on the outside. I think a little bit of contact there, and we brake a little later than the Cadillac does, and I mean it maintains our position, and without penalty due to the fact that we never forced him off track, we never spun him around, so it was It was maybe clean, you could say. I mean, let me know in the comments if you thought that was clean or not. Back to the battle though. I'm not very what's the word? Worried, I guess you could say. I'm not very worried when it comes to this first part of the track, just due to the fact that, as I've mentioned before, this Porsche has really good cornering speed. By the way, I don't know if it's Porsche or Porsche. I'm American, as you can tell, but I don't know if it's Porsche or Porsche. I think I just watched so much, just racing in general overseas that I don't know if it's Porsche or Porsche. Again, let me know in the comments if it's Porsche or if it's Porsche. I don't care what it is. I love the car. Anyways, though, back to the race. Cadillac is coming. It is soaring through this part of the track here, and it is coming fast. And I mean, look at that. It just takes over. It sweeps through, and we may lose the position as we enter the 18.5-minute mark. But a mistake is made. He brakes way too late. He dives in way too late. And we actually get the position back as we have a better entry and better exit, so a better turn overall. So we keep second for now on. And as I mentioned before, I am not currently worried unless I make a pretty severe mistake around the road course part of the track. So we're just going to kind of run a race, go as fast as we can, get better entries and exits in all of the corners to gain a bit of space between the caddy and I as we're coming up on what looks like a struggling LMP2. Thankfully, it moves out of the way and gives us the respect to run our race. And now we're in the danger zone. Better, better entry speed or better cornering speed against better straight line speed as we're entering the Le Mans chicane side by side, as it looks like, and we try, but we accidentally, and I say accidentally, and I stress the word accidentally because it was an accident. So we were on the outside. We should have, I mean, look at my tires though. My tires are pretty much shot. They're not, they're not holding up, especially our rear tires. So we are going into pit lane. Going back to the incident though, I did get a penalty, as you can see. I got around a zero point 0.1 mile penalty towards the end of my race. So it was my fault, I will admit, and it was an accident. Um, as I said, he had the inside line, but I had the faster racing line. But I mean, I don't know. I don't see it as a racing incident. I see it as kind of my fault. But, uh, but yeah. Anyways, we take we take another set of mediums so that we can run the race. Looking back though, my voice is going. Anyways, looking back though, I think I should have maybe used hards. I am not entirely sure about um, my thoughts on taking the mediums, just due to the fact that they were pretty much dead towards the end of the race, as you will see. You will see. Um, they were pretty much dead around then, so it I don't know. But at the same time, I think we did really well with kind of tire management to the best of our ability. Now we are fighting this BMW hybrid that is ahead. I mean, it's kind of just we get really close, but we have to brake and let out of the throttle because I mean he's kind of jittery. So I wasn't comfortable making a pass on him because he was such a jittery driver. So I just kind of hang back and let the opportunity come because I don't know, it just did not feel right. Here though, hopefully we are going to find ourselves in a better position as we are going to try and overtake him in the outside, but we actually fake him out, try and do a switchback, which ultimately works as the BMW goes in too deep and spins out. So we get third place back. Or we get third place. We never had third place up until we decided to go into pit road. But we get third place. We force a mistake from the BMW of NV Astra, however you say his name. But we have our spot back, which is truly all that matters. And we are going to try and run the rest of the race with our medium tires, which obviously it's going to be a challenge, but we will kind of prevail and hopefully take care of the car, take care of the tires, and run the rest of this race very cleanly. Now, if you look over on the driver's list and the leaderboard, our little arch nemesis, Viper, has entered pit lane. And it's going to cut close because Viper was pretty far from us. So we want to be sure to get to him so that he does not undercut us. Spoiler alert, because of missing footage, he does. As we rode around 5 minutes later towards the 8.5 minute mark, our rival is kind of returning. He is in the faster, mediums cards? I'm not entirely sure. Um, but that's okay because this is going to be a good little final battle. Or at least I thought it was, as you're going to see later. So, we're going to be running our race and kind of keeping the tires clean. Just keeping everything solid, keeping everything moving smoothly so that we are, I mean, that wasn't very smooth. We kind of almost dipped our tires into the gravel a little bit there. But here's what I'm talking about. The footage here just up and stops. Like, it just stops. As you can see, the timer's still going. So, this is a glitch on the replay system of Forza. Forza, could you please fix the replay system? And please add a little bit of suggestions. So we're going to go towards the final end of the race. As you can see, Viper passed me. That was kind of the deal. I mean, look at the tires. Like, our right rear is gone, is dead. And our left rear is about to have the same fate. So we're going to enter the Le Mans chicane for the last time on the very dead tires. We almost crashed. Almost crashed. I mean, it's crazy, but we were able to get through and keep a very sizable lead as the fourth place car, Bogdan C4, was not able to catch us and has penalties of his own, so it wouldn't really matter. And with that, we finish a very well deserved P3. Our pace was there. It was perfect. I mean, we couldn't do anything against the Cadillacs. What can I say? Those were the more powerful cars on these straights. Look at that. We got the podium, and we are the only Porsche on the podium. See, Porsche. This is what I'm talking about. It's whatever, though. Very proud of this race. Very happy of the result we had. And, yeah, just all out pretty good race. I mean, what can I say? Nothing more. I mean, look at that. We even max leveled our Porsche, level 50. So that's the leaderboard for those who want to know. P3, Viper, P2, as I said. GG is my guy, Viper. Shout out Viper if you ever see this. If you don't, that's okay. But yeah, and then there's the overall of who finished who throughout the race. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, share, subscribe. If you want to see more like this, I will be posting more. And yeah, I'm out, y'all. Peace out.